A young man named Ikenna and his unusual grandmother, Mama Nneka, lived on the edge of a thick and mysterious forest in the village. Mama Nneka had a gentle smile and a kind heart, but there was something strange about her. She lived at the very edge of the village near the woods that no one dared to enter. The villagers whispered that Mama Nneka had powers, that she knew things that others didn't, and that spirits often visited her at night. Ikenna was her only grandson, and he had loved her deeply since he was a boy. But when he grew older, something in him changed. An evil spirit, lurking in the shadowy corners of the forest, found its way into his heart. It whispered to him in the dark, planting seeds of anger, jealousy, and bitterness. The evil spirit filled him with dark thoughts and desires, and soon Ikenna became feared in the village. He began to do terrible things, spreading fear among the people. He stole from his neighbors, frightened the children, and even began to harm those who were weaker than him. The villagers were terrified and didn't know how to stop him. They prayed for him to change, but Ikenna seemed lost in a world of shadows. One night, after a particularly cruel act, Ikenna returned to his grandmother's house. He thought she was asleep, but Mama Nneka was awake, waiting for him in the dim light of a single candle. She looked at him with eyes full of sorrow. "My dear Ikenna," she said softly, "I see the darkness that has taken hold of you. I see the evil spirit that whispers in your ear. But I will not give up on you. I know that the boy I raised is still somewhere within you." Ikenna laughed, a harsh, bitter sound. "You are a fool, old woman," he sneered. "The villagers fear me. I am powerful, and no one can stop me, not even you." Mama Nneka looked at him with steady eyes. "You may have darkness within you, my child, but remember, darkness cannot exist without light. The evil spirit has twisted your heart, but it is still your heart. I am your grandmother, and I will not let you go without a fight." With that, she stood up, her frail form casting a long shadow on the wall. She reached out and touched Ikenna's hand. At first, he tried to pull away, but her grip was strong and steady. She began to chant, her voice soft and melodic, like a lullaby she used to sing when he was a child. As she chanted, the air in the room grew heavy. The shadows in the corners seemed to shift, and the candle flickered as if fighting against a powerful wind. Ikenna felt the spirit inside him grow restless, twisting and writhing as if it were being burned. He tried to shout, to pull away from his grandmother's touch, but he couldn't move. Her voice grew stronger, and the words of her chant filled the room like a warm light. Suddenly, Ikenna felt something deep within him begin to break. The evil spirit, sensing its grip loosening, fought back with all its might. It whispered horrible things in his ear, trying to fill him with rage and hatred. But Mama Nneka's voice was stronger, filled with love and a power that the spirit couldn't understand. Finally, with a cry of agony, the evil spirit was forced out of Ikenna's heart. It took the form of a dark, shadowy figure, hissing and writhing as it was banished from the room. The spirit screamed, "You cannot defeat me forever. I will return." But Mama Nneka's gaze was unshaken. "Then I will be here, waiting," she said calmly. "This is my grandson, and you will not have him." With a final scream, the spirit disappeared, leaving the room cold and still. Ikenna collapsed to his knees, trembling and exhausted. He looked up at his grandmother, his eyes filled with tears. The anger, the bitterness, all of it was gone. In its place was the boy he had once been, the boy who had loved his grandmother and the village. "Mama Nneka," he whispered, "I'm so sorry. I don't know how I let it happen." She knelt beside him, holding him close as if he were still a small child. "You are forgiven, my dear Ikenna. We all have shadows within us, but love is stronger than any darkness. Remember that." From that day on, Ikenna changed. He became kind, gentle, and helpful, trying to undo the harm he had caused. The villagers were wary at first, but soon they saw that he was different. The evil spirit had been cast out, and the love of his grandmother had brought him back to the light. As for Mama Nneka, she continued to live at the edge of the village, watching over her grandson and teaching him the ancient ways. She knew that the darkness was never far away, but she also knew that love and wisdom were powerful enough to keep it at bay. And the village never forgot the night that Mama Nneka had faced down the evil spirit, for she had shown them that even in the darkest of places, love could still shine through.